Good morning, everybody. Here I am again with Dragon Age Origins. This is part 4. We are here, and I am resuming the game. I believe I have fixed the sound issues, and I've also... everything should be good. And I have my coffee. So here we are in the Korcari Wilds. To recap events, Janella, elf from the alien age at Denerim, had gotten in a little trouble because she interfered with the plans of the son of the Earl of Denerim of Ferelden. It's enough ofs. He wanted to disrupt her wedding. She had other ideas, so she killed him. And then she got recruited into the Grey Wardens, and now we are here in the Korcari Wilds, tasked with fighting some Darkspawn blood and some secret documents for an upcoming ritual. The joining ritual. So, I am going to go look here. Yeah. So, let's go look for those documents. And they are not marked on my map. So, that one goes to Ostagar, so I guess forward goes to somewhere else. Or maybe it doesn't. Okay, I don't know where I am now. Story of my life. Only thing marked on my map is... Okay, there's stuff over here I haven't gone. I must be able to drop a pin in and go to that pin. But anyways, okay. So I want to turn around and then go left. Turn around exactly, and then go forward and left. That's what we're doing. So we have the blood. We got that last week. I believe I've up to 5 or so pieces of it. Or vials of it. Not pieces. Okay, am I going the right way? Yes, so I'm going to keep going forward. Until I can't go forward anymore. Which I just did. Sorry about that. Bit of a cough. So I muted the mic so you didn't have to hear it. I don't know how to get to here. Is it this way? This one? Yeah, I think that's the way I want to go. Yeah. Then wrap around this to the left. Or something. Oh, I hear bad guys. I must be going the right way. So, essentially, this... Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of Darkspawn fighting a bunch of wolves. Should I get involved or just let them fight? Oh, looks like somebody's coming up behind me, too. Okay. We'll go fight these guys. Okay. Alright, linear potion. Wolfskin. It's Missionary Rigby. I think we found notes by him. Let's see what his last will and testament says. Okay. First of all, let's look to see why the fight music is still going on. Oh, there's still a fight going on over there. Okay. We'll read his last will and testament in a bit. Okay, we'll read it now. Whoever finds... Okay. Now the fight music's annoying me. I'm going to go... end the fight. That must have been the group.
As you desire.
So apparently Alistair and Jory decided to go attack that group after we finished this one. Okay, back to here. 2 soldiers here, and I'm going to go find that codex again. Codex 321, 322, 321. Rigby's last will and testament. To whoever finds this note. This is the last will and testament of Rigby the missionary, proud speaker of the Maker's word. I have come to the wilds to speak the chant, but I fear I will die here at the hands of the Darkspawn. I leave all that I came with my wife, Jeddah. Should the readers of this note feel charitable, I have buried a sealed lockbox in our camp, nestled in a Tevinter ruin in the western reaches of the wilds. It is my will that this lockbox finds my wife in Redcliffe, and it is still sealed shut when it reaches her. Yeah. What's the chance of that? To my wife and my son, I apologize that my work has taken me from you, but I know that I die in service to the Maker. So, once again, this whole Maker religion that is the dominant religion of Ferelden. We talked about that earlier, and that it's a Christian analog. And here we see they even have missionaries who go off into the wilderness to preach the gospel of the Maker, or the chant, as they call it, which apparently is the word of the Maker, which is a human religion that a lot of the elves also follow. Because the humans have been conquered by elves, and that's how it works. So you spread religion. Let's see. I mean, there are other ways too, but that's the most common way. How religion has become dominant worldwide. Let's see. I will fear. Okay, so he's got a lockbox somewhere. So this sets up another quest, I think. Probably. Yeah. You found a corpse near the entrance. Oh wait. Oh, right, there's that Jogby, and this is Rigby. So 2 different people. Find the cache, yeah. Okay. The other one's a treasure hunt for something, which we may or may not try to search for later. So the writing, since that's what we're supposed to be talking about, that's why we're here. Let's talk about this little side quest here. So, I mean, it's a simple little side quest, right? You got a note, it tells you where a treasure is, you go find the treasure. But it also tells you about the world, it lets you know how this missionary fits into it. So, if this was a novel, you could still have something like this in it, but it would probably be a line or two. Maybe at one point we found the body of a missionary, poor sod. The end. Or he had come here to preach his chant to the locals. He had come to try to convert the indigenous people from their own religion towards his. It didn't go well for him. So, I didn't say why he died, but he died in possibly wolves, darkspawn, dangerous people about. There's all sorts of reasons why he may have been killed around here. Okay, there's a dome. There's something about the dome. Was it the missionary? Oh, consult the note, a letter to Jogby. Okay. So now I have to find that. Letter to Jogby. Landmarks, yes. Look for a tree falling on ruined building, pass under a fallen tree bridge. I think we saw those. Past the merchant tower to the right. We may have seen that. Look between a high ruined arch, and we found dozens of high ruined arches and a mossy standing stone, which we also found a bunch of, I think. Walk along a path of roots and stone. So if we happen to come across that, we'll keep an eye out there. So I guess it wasn't a dome. I thought I remember something about a dome. Because this looks like a submerged, or maybe it was a submerged tower. Let's see. Oh, this is where they were. Okay. Okay. You know, never mind that. Let's continue on. Let's see if we can find those documents that Dagna mentioned. Or, as I would put it, after traipsing through the wilderness, or the wilds, it's important to keep your terminology straight. Well, it's one of these guys. They're just hanging about. After traipsing through the wilds a bit longer, we came across a bunch of dead darkspawn and a bridge. And this bridge looks dangerous, so I'm going to save here. Oh. Have I been here already? Is that why all these darkspawn are dead? Doesn't look like it. I don't see him, but, well, I'll find out. Maybe somebody else has been here. That's the campsite. And I hear, what, wolves? Darkspawn. Darkspawn! Ah, can't get this guy. Oh, that's all of them. Thanks, Rajori. You're very good at that.
And so I shall.
Well, he's good at that sword. I hope I get him for the rest of the quest. Get more elf fruit. Eventually I'll be able to make healing potions out of those. Oh, it's Morrigan. Morrigan, who we're going to meet soon. Ah, yeah. I'd almost forgotten about her. She's also in Dragon Age 3. And this is going to be our first meeting. Sorry, I'll try not to give too many major spoilers here. But, we'll see. What's this? Oh, it's a statue. It automatically saved. Okay, blink areas on the map, so it looks looking good. There's a lot of these flowers around. In case I didn't miss it, get it the first time. A whole bunch of red people. Oh. Oh yeah, it strikes her like alpha from behind. All right.
Lovely. As you desire.
Ooh, enchanted dagger. I might want that. Firebolt, fire arrow. If I had a crossbow or anything, that would be useful. I think everybody with us is better at their blades than they would be at a bow or something. I'm going to do that. Let's see. I'll look for more elf fruit. Don't worry about that. Okay. I'm going to see about this blade. Kendall Ceremony Dagger. Is the enchanted dagger better than that? +4 attack. The other one has messy kills and +5 backstab damage. They both do 4.8 damage, and they both have one little blank square. So I think my current dagger is actually better than the other one. But that's not true for everybody. Let's see. Sir Davith. What's he got? 4.4. plus 15. He's got plus 50% critical backstab. Damage. Mine was plus 50, plus 5% attack or chance, right? No, plus. Why is his dagger better than mine? So it does less damage, but it does more. Plus 15% critical. So damage 4.8. But it's plus 4 attack. I think I can give him that. I think that's better than the Crow Dagger. But I think the Crow Dagger is better than mine. Maybe? 4.4. No. Nope, that's how it is. Okay. Let's see. We have armor that's better. Also, we're in splint mail, and you got the weapon or item set bonus, so I don't want to change his armor type. Davith has his lucky boots, so I don't want to take those from him. He's got scale boots, which are better than chainmail boots, I think. 1.0, 1.2. Yep. Okay. Any more trinkets? Nope. Where's that other? Oh, that's all my health poultices and things. Right, we have poisons. I know how to use poisons. Venom. Concentrated deathroot extract. I'm going to put those... Oh, they are down here. I did do that before. Right, Venom. Concentrated... Okay, I don't have this one down here yet. I like that they stay, even if I use them, they'll stay down here, so if I get new ones, it'll automatically still be there. Okay. So, save the game and go talk to this person. This is not a person, this is a... It's a treasure chest. I bet it's full of documents.
And so I shall.
Well, well. What have we here?
Or possibly not full of documents. Oh, there's Morgan.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
And here we are. Okay, so what would Janella say? This is again the question, right? It's not what's the most advantageous thing. Think of this character. Think of her disrespect for authority. Although Morgan doesn't seem to be an authority. Let's see. So, okay. Would she say the Grey Wardens, would she appeal to this authority? She does have it. She has the right to appeal to it, and that's new to her, so she might want to try that out. Intruder, and just how are these your wilds? Well, I mean, she's here, I'm not, so that makes it more hers, right? If she lives here, I don't care what the king claims. These would be Morgan, by right of living here, has more right to him than, or more claim to him than the king would, in Janella's point of view. Well, who are you first? And how did you come here? Stay back. That's a little confrontational. I don't think Janella's that much of a dick. I'd first know who you are and where you come from. But I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower, so I'm just checking it out.
Is a tower no longer? The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now
Yes,
you disturb
indeed.
ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be
Oh,
nearby.
you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping
She's a
Alistair?
witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Okay, so that was fun. I like the little revealings of character, right? You get Davith, who's a little scared. Alistair's a little pompous, which Alistair tends to be apparently. But he is. I mean, what do you say? Don't answer her because there might be others nearby. And it seems like if there's a whole bunch of hidden people who could do us violence, being rude to the one we see would not be the right answer. We want to be nice, but I'm also not going to back down. So, but let's be polite, right? She's a person. This is obviously where she lives. We're intruding on her home. So, a little politeness won't hurt. The others I don't really like. You can call me Janella would be a safer thing to say. They say never offer your, true name. Names have power in a lot of fantasy stories, of which this is. So, be careful with the names there. So if in your fantasy story they do have power, you might want to make sure if your character would know that, she would not necessarily be willing to just throw her name out like that. I would probably say something like, you may call me Grey Warden or something. Give her a title, don't lie, but don't also reveal the information. In this case, though, I'm just going to be polite and upfront, because she hasn't seemed to be, whatever. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I am Janella. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting,
Oh,
even
see?
here in the wild.
She likes that.
You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest.
And again, she doesn't claim it's her
Something
name.
that is here no longer.
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you?
Alistair?
You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for it was not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
We also don't know what kind of power she has. Which is another reason to stop provoking her, Alistair. So Alistair, being a Templar and, as we learned, a bastard, son of royalty. Do we know that yet? We may not know that yet. So, but anyways, but regardless, he is, and he's got the sense of entitlement, right? He's got the power. He's a fighter. He's a tough guy. He's a trained Templar. All of this. So he has all this power and is used to it. So his go-to response is to stand up, square his shoulders, and say, I am Alistair, you must give me what I want. Well, Janella is used to not having power, so she's learned to be a little more polite, but also a little more egalitarian, because remember her interaction with the king, where it's like, well, you're no king of mine, no, you're the human lord. She kept calling him human lord. Let's see. Let's go in somewhere with this. So anyways, that's Janella, and her character is more like that. So she would be more polite to strangers and people she doesn't know. Not just for her own protection, but also for her own sense of egalitarianism. And so until they are rude to her, she is going to be even with them until she knows their station. Okay, so anyways, it was not her who removed him. She is not threatened. I'll say, then who removed them? So the other two, even that one's a little more confrontational, I like with that. But tell us at once or face the consequences is definitely not a good choice. And she's toying with us, let's go. I don't like that either. I don't like this dismissal. She knows where they are, probably. Let's ask her. She's not threatened us at all yet, unlike Alistair. So there's no need to threaten her. We're having a polite conversation.
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Now, can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
Yay.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will.
Standing
Just
right
you
there,
watch.
guys.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Yeah.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Nice. I like Sir Jordy's response. That's good. I hope he has a good, long, happy career in the Grey Wardens.
Greetings,
I like him.
Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed
Oh.
to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Daveth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Sorry, I just rewatched recently, like a few months ago, a few episodes of Voyager, and I forgot that Captain Janeway is Flemeth here. So, or I mean, Morrigan's mother, whose name we don't know yet. So, sure to believe. I believe you're crazy. Possibly. Okay, so she's asking me, but let's get back to the story. What do you believe? I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking. Well, I think a fool doesn't have to proclaim himself not a fool, or only a fool would proclaim himself not a fool, something like that. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous. That sounds a little mean. So I'm going to say I'm not sure what to believe. I'm going to believe what you tell me, because, you know, you have all the power here. You have the documents, which we want, and you know where they are. So even if you weren't an all-powerful witch, may or may not be at this point, you do have that one power in that you know the documents. You have something, and I want, and I can't get it to you without appeasing you. So, take the
A
middle road.
statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can
Well,
never
I think
remember.
aware it is, yeah.
So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wild.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan
She's
must have
right
told
there,
you
Alistair.
that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. they
Morrigan
went for their
dancing under the
treats,
moon. That
yes.
sounds fun.
And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh.
Oh,
You protected them.
gee, Alistair, what a
Why
shock.
not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Blight's threat is greater than you realize. Well, thank you. Yeah, let's start with, okay, I have questions. But first of all, I'm going to say thank you.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
See,
Oh, do not mind me.
she approves manners too.
You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Oh, I guess I don't get to ask my questions. Maybe I should have asked them before I thanked her. Or maybe... Meh. Too late now, I asked. And I'm not going to rewind. That's one of the things I'm doing this playthrough is... I'm not going to rewind to fix anything I messed up. If it's messed up, it's just messed up. And I'll live with the consequences of it. Because that's how that goes. There's a good lesson in there somehow. I'm not sure how. Mostly I'm doing it out of laziness. But with a story, of course, if you're writing a novel and you mess up, you can go back and fix it. That's called editing, and we do it all the time. Even Discovery writers like me who make up the story as we go along, go back and change things to make the story more coherent and make sense as we go through it. Let's see. Okay, so we're back here. I think I've already talked to all these guards. Yeah. Oh, here's some people standing around the campfire.
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
Oh, see?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
See, these people are all be nice.
Right, my lady.
Yeah. And you notice we have a mix of genders here. So in this world, we apparently still have sexism, but we also have more opportunities. We see a lot of the women serving alongside the men as knights. She's got the same title, right? It's not Royal Knight, and Woman Knight. It's Royal Knight, Royal Knight, Royal Knight. So if you want your world, your fantasy world, to be more egalitarian like this, remember to include that sort of detail. You know, unless you want to show some division between the sexes, you don't need separate titles for them. If you do want to show division between the sexes, which is perfectly legitimate, as we do that a lot in our world, and it's always good to have a nice few touches of realism. It's not one of the ones I like to use, but it's legitimate. You know, you can put that in there and have different things. So I'm just looking at these guys' titles again: Soldier of Highever, Soldier of Highever, Soldier Knight of Highever, and Highever Forces Commander. Let's talk to him.
Ostagar is a very defensible location. Even if the Horde outnumbers us, we should see a decisive victory.
That's good to know. And here's the Kennelmaster, whose flower we were looking for.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
You mean this one?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Of course.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Oh.
A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not sure I'd have time to care for him.
You'd be surprised. Could be the other way round. Mabari are supremely intelligent and are excellent hunters and fighters. Come back after the battle and
That could be useful.
I'll take another look.
I have my own doggy. We have the Mario Hand has been treated with a flower you found and will recover within a day or two. Yay! Alright, quest completed. Also, saved a puppy. It's not a cat, but it still proves I'm a good guy. Yeah, we'll explain that one later. Let's see. Oh, here's the tranquil dude.
Welcome, young woman.
Oh, I have a sword that's enchantable. I wonder if you'd be willing to enchant
It
it.
is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items.
Then I keep forgetting to
practiced by the
read the
dwarves.
thing, sorry.
The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
Could not. What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium.
That's
Naturally,
convenient.
the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
It comes with a price. That price is gold. Okay, I should go.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, sorry about that. I meant to leave the camera before I did that. Oh, Wynn. Hey, Wynn.
Back again.
Oh,
Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go.
Okay,
I
never
have
mind.
preparations to make for the battle, and I won't
Quartermaster. Sell my shit.
Hello
Okay.
again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what we have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. So I've got all sorts of stuff here, which I don't need. Let's get rid of the crow dagger, longbow. I'm going to keep these because they're ammunition. They could be useful later. And I'm sure any wizard we get will come with their own staff, or we'll find more of those along the way. Get rid of these. Keep it the blood armor. I don't know what this is. Large, clear nature crystal. Cannot equip on this character, so it's something that can be equipped to somebody. I don't recognize this. I've played this game several times, but I don't remember what these were. I think I just always sold them when I found them before. Maybe this time I'll keep it for a while, see what happens. I got no accessories, other things. Oh, right. I've got a gift. I've got some traps. I'm going to get rid of my traps, my warmth bomb, my bombs, which I'm never going to use. Okay, I'm going to keep the poisons because I might use those. Keep these for a mage. Keep all these guys for, you know, these heal the puppy. So if I get a dog, then these are basically what the health poultices are to us. And gift for the dog, which if I get a dog, I'll give him that. Beef bone, yeah, a shoulder of beef with bone. That's a big, that's a lot of beef. Milk, yeah, gemstones, wolf pelt. I never found any use for these other than selling them to the merchant. So if you know of use, let me know. Drop in the comments or something. But I just sold the ones I have. I'm sure I'll find more. Let's see, what am I carrying now? I'm carrying 23 out of my 70 available things. Let's see what he has. I forgot to ask. He might have something I can use.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yes, let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
So I believe at one point he also had a backpack. Yeah, that's what I want. Increases my carrying capacity. And after the battle, you won't be able to come back to this camp, so you would never be able to get that one. Let's see. Does he have... How much money do I have? 13 gold pieces. I don't know if he has anything I really want, though. Yeah, I said it was pretty much standard. Stuff. No accessories. Crafting material. He's got crafting materials. Health poultice recipe. That could be useful if I don't know how to do that already. Acid flask recipe, yeah. Let's get some recipes, concentrated venom recipe, so I can make my own. Or do I know how to do that? I don't know. Okay, well I do now. Let's see, distillation agent, toxin extract. I think that's used in making potions. Deep mushrooms, that was also used in making poisons. And it costs 2 silver, so yeah. Might as well grab some. Deathroot. That's not a good thing. Oh, hey, he's got flasks. If I buy 99 flasks, that's 91. That's almost a gold. So, might as well get it. Okay, now I'm down to 11 gold. So, now that I have some of these, let's look at poison making. And I believe I can make some things. Okay, concentrated venom. I need distillation agent, which I think I saw him sell. Deathroot extract. I could make this now. And venom, toxin extract, and flask. But if I had the distillation agent, I could make concentrated venom. So let's grab that.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yes, there is. Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
One more time. I know, this is the exciting thing. So, again, in a novel, you could mention this, or not even mention it. But, you know, if you want to explain why she suddenly has poisons now and she didn't before, you could... There could be an entire chapter about hunting down a merchant who's willing to sell corruptor agent and distillation agent and other horrible things. In Yellow Tape and Coffee, I have, a page and a half or so just describing Michael making silver bullets. So if things are going to be an important plot point, it makes sense to spend some time describing how the person got them. If they're not, then it's just something, maybe something she uses, is I stopped, the quartermaster had some poisons and I grabbed some so I purchased some so I can apply them to my blades later in
Hello again. Is there something you
in
need?
your fights. And speaking
Some
of
supplies, perhaps?
poisons and things, he mentioned other goods. So if he's selling poisons openly, let's see what he's selling on the
So long
side.
as you keep it quiet.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing... Ooh, longsword of high ever. Or did I sell him that? I'm going to compare this to what Alistair has. 97 gold. Okay, so damage is 9.8. Critical chance. Okay, so it's better in every way. Except that there's less armor penetration. But it does almost 2 points of damage more. I'm going to grab that for Alistair. I think it will be useful. Enchanter's Footing. Dark Robe, 7 gold. Of which I only have... Wait, how do I only have 5 gold left? Oh, because I spent 5 gold on a longsword. Dark Robe, 3 magic. Okay. Oh, whatever. I think we're good. Oh, health poultices would be good, though. I'll grab some of those. Yes, 4 health poultices. Injury kit. So I was watching Dr. Mitch's playthrough on this, and when he discovered injury kits is one of my favorite moments of that game. I'm gonna try the firebomb. I'm gonna see what this does. If this is something I really want, or not. It's expensive. Okay, I'm down to 3 gold, so time to go. But now that I have the distillation agent, let's try making some poisons. Oh, I still can't do it because it involves improved poison making, so I don't know how yet. Okay. We can make some deathroot extract, though. I can make 9 of it, looks like. There we go. 9 deathroot extract. That's going to be under other. Deathroot extract, there we go. Put it down here with the rest of my poisons. So what's this one? Oh, that's concentrated deathroot, okay. And then venom. So I'm going to try using that next time I go into battle. See how well it does. Okay. And now, finally. So again, since that is not an important portion of anything, it's just a matter of I didn't have any before and now I do. The difference, it would be worth mentioning in the book that I found a merchant selling concentrated deathroot extract, or selling the information. Editing. I found the merchant that was willing to sell me what I needed to make some of my more potent poisons that I could then use. And I have to find Alistair. I don't know where he is. There he is. Duncan, Tainted Blood, straight ahead. Okay, was there any more quest lines before I talk to him? Just those 2 in the wilds. So, yeah, I didn't get either of those. I don't care that much. I don't feel like going back out into the wilds, so let's talk to Duncan first. Now that we have all the stuff we need. Sorry, I just had that bit of a frog in my throat. I don't think it's COVID. Just a little bit of chest or sinus congestion there going on, but it's good. I'm going to talk to Duncan. Hey, Duncan, we got all that stuff you needed.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Not that it was easy, but yes. I'll just say we have.
Good.
No need to whine about it being easy.
With
I'm
the
sure he
bundle
knows.
Retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Wouldn't be much of a trial if it was easy, right? Now he tells us what the... yeah, we should probably tell you about Morrigan and her mother. So maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls.
Sure, Alistair, you tell him.
Very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
No, you tell us what this ritual is about. Let's see. What if we have second thoughts? Yeah, actually, let's ask what the ritual is.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
What? You're saying this ritual can kill us?
As could any Darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Chance to survive this ritual.
Let's
That's
go
nice.
then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I
You're,
agree.
you're anxious?
Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The old temple. Ooh.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Yeah.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I like Davith, too. I mean, Jordy's proven himself in battle. So, let's see. Let's look at these options here. And what do they mean? Calm down, there's nothing we can do about it now. Well, yeah, so she can tell him that. But she's not really happy about this. I think. I don't like this any more than you. I think that's another option. I swear I'm the bravest one here and I'm a woman. So, again, if you want to point out the sexual stereotypes, that would be a line you could use. You know, if you do that, you're declaring in this world, people consider women less brave. They're the fairer sex, they're more fragile, they're weaker. But, you know, we've seen several woman knights and warriors at this point. So I'm not sure that would make a whole lot of sense in this world. So I'm not going to choose that one. But I do know, as an elf, she's, doesn't have a lot of respect for humans. You know, maybe fears them, but definitely doesn't respect them. She doesn't like humans. So she may poke at them for that. But I think, you know, we've been through a lot together, and I think we're kind of developing a little bit of camaraderie here. So maybe I don't like this any more than you do would be an appropriate one. So I'm going to say, yeah, this is nonsense. Just let us in the Grey Wardens. We don't have to do something that might kill us now. You know, this is all bullshit. Let's skip the stuff. We have no choice to be here anyways. You might as well just throw us at the Darkspawn.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me,
Yeah,
it just
why?
doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Really? Because he didn't strike me earlier as that selfless. But yeah, if it would end the Blight, man, maybe he cares about his world. He wants things to go back to the way they were. So that's a good point. But we don't know that. Yeah, see, we don't know that. This ritual, if it kills us, you're eliminating potential fighters before they get to fight. You know, if they're going to die anyways, wouldn't it make more sense to die killing Darkspawn? Maybe they can take one or two out with them when they go. So I'm going to say, yeah, but we don't know that, David. What's the point of this ritual?
Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes.
It's got a point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
Another good point.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of
The
those
taint.
creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as
Oh.
we did before you.
Oh.
This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint.
Aha.
We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
So there's a point to this. Okay. What if I don't want to be here? You know, I'm not that invested in the... Okay, but he's got a point. This is the reason they do this. It's not just symbolic. This is going to convey power to the Grey Wardens. And without it, they can't be Grey Wardens. They can't do the things the Grey Wardens need to do. So that makes sense. That's a good ritual. You know, I mean, good from a storytelling point of view, not good for a, I want to do it. But it's a, yeah, from a story point of view, that's definitely a good ritual because it's a necessary, it's not just a must. Symbolism is good too. And if you've read Yellowtail Coffee, I don't mean keep plugging my books, but I am talking about writing, so I'm going to mention my own sometimes because they're the ones I know the best. We have that ritual in there. It doesn't convey, well, actually, it kind of does in the end, but it's not a necessary part of conveying the power. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. You can have a ritual. Rituals are good because they mark specific memorable events and denote a change. Think of like a marriage or a wedding, right? A wedding is a huge ritual. It's just one day, but it's a big deal, and it will mark a significant change in life circumstances. And it will be, it should be memorable, and you convey importance to it and make the marriage an important thing by having that ritual saying this is an important thing. All of you people, you will now. It's not even a demand, it's a just statement of fact that they are going to treat these couple of people, or however many, differently because they've now done this ritual, which puts into this, I'm not explaining this well. So anyways, you create a ritual, it's a memorable event, and it marks a significant life change, and you look at your life differently after that because of this huge thing that you have done, that, because it has this big weight of consequences and this big event, it marks the change. If you just said, okay, we're married now, it wouldn't be as impressive or impress upon your mind as much as that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing it that way, but it is different. And certainly a lot of people have relationships for a long time without bothering with an actual wedding. There's also, of course, certain rights and things that are given with it legally, so it changes legal status as well. Not all rituals do that, of course. Okay, but the joining ritual, it's not only a ritual, so it does that. I hate to say only, because symbolism is very important in real life and in stories. But it also conveys actual specific powers by going through this ritual, which he just explained. So that way it makes it even a better ritual. A fantasy world ritual of any kind should convey magical powers, because that makes sense too. You've got the magic. That's a good way of doing it, is putting it into some big event. Okay. Let's see. However, I'm still going to be having second thoughts about this. Like, what if I don't want to join the Grey Wardens at this point? What happens? I mean, joining the Grey Wardens is what saved me at Denerim, but maybe I don't need them anymore? Hey, but I've seen some shit, and maybe we do need the Grey Wardens. But maybe I don't need to be one. I'm definitely having second thoughts, so I'm going to voice those.
Since the beginning, the Grey Wardens have been charged with finding those who were strong enough to attempt the joining, and recruiting them into our ranks for the good of all. Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret.
So we do pay a heavy
It
price,
is the price
whether we
pay.
want to or not.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Jory is definitely having doubts.
And that one day, we shall join you.
Gavith, step forward.
It's good words. That was a really good line. Alistair's things. And now we see what happens.
Maker's breath.
Yeah. Right there with you, Jory. Oh.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife.
Oh.
A child.
There
Had
is
I
no
known.
turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Oh, he wants the glory. Uh-oh. I mean, what?
I am sorry.
Oh.
But the joining is not yet complete.
Oh, God.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
I guess I'll drink the thing.
From this moment
So,
forth,
he just killed that guy.
you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible.
Only one died.
I'm
So-
glad at least one of you made it through.
Oh, God.
How do you feel?
So, yeah. Let's address the elephant in the room there right away. It's over. I'm fine. Yeah. Maybe General's not that stoic. We got to talk about this. You just killed this guy. So, what would be the impact if you hadn't killed him and just let him run off? Right? And I could say that. Yeah, let's see what he says first, and then I'll explain, or I'll go into what I would say instead. Assuming it's different. It might be the same. I don't know what he's going to say. I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. I'm going to bring that up.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice.
You did have a
It brought me
choice.
No pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we
Well,
all
let's just
do.
change the subject.
That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Okay. Oh, I wish I could rewind it because he had some good lines in there. So he starts off saying, I can't believe you killed Jory. It's like, well, you know, he left me no choice. Okay, so the first part was he left me a choice. Which he did, right? I mean, what would have happened if he just, like, backed away, let Jory run off? We wouldn't have him as a Grey Warden. That's what would have happened. And what happened when we killed him? Well, we don't have him as a Grey Warden. So the difference is, as a knight, he might have been able to fight the Darkspawn. I mean, we've got an entire army down there. He could have gone and joined them. So wouldn't have hurt anything to just let him out, right? Or would it? Because now, you know, you're sending a message to the rest of the people here. If you don't join us, you're going to die. And Duncan could have explained that. And that's what I would have had to do. I would have had Janella screaming at him, how dare you, and explain, you know, what I just said about him. And then Duncan would have countered it with, if we let everybody go, people wouldn't join the Grey Wardens. If I hadn't killed him, if I let him go, then the next person, you, would have done, oh, all I have to do is draw my blade on you and back out, and I don't have to go through the ritual, and I've lost 2 instead of just 1. Right? So Duncan could have explained that, and I could have said, well, that's fucked up, but you're the Grey Wardens, and you did save the world like 4 times, so maybe I'll cut you a little slack on believing that sort of thing. So, let's see. The next part after that was, after he said that, he immediately said, you were strong enough, and went into praise for her, as in, you're now one of us, so you would understand the things that I had to do. So he immediately, it's almost gaslighting her doing that. And it's a, smart move if you want to get this person on your side. Not such a smart move if you want to open, honest relationship with this person, but that's not his goal. His goal is to get soldiers, people under him who are Grey Wardens, who can do the Grey Warden things. Like sense Darkspawn and kill the Archdemon, because they're immune to the taint. Right? Other soldiers, they fight Darkspawn, they get bit or get blood on them, and they get sick and die, as we saw in the infirmary. But I can do that all day, and I don't get hurt. So, there we go. I'm good at fighting Darkspawn now. So anyways, he's inviting me to a meeting with the king, so I don't know why he wants the latest recruit there. Maybe because I was rude to him, and King Cailan liked me because I was rude to him when we first met. Human Lord, as I called him, if you recall. So, if that's what he wants, we'll do that. I'm going to tell him I still feel in shock. So, how do I want to know what kind of meeting? I mean, I assume it has to do with the battle that we're about to take part in. I ain't going to say I still feel in shock, though. I just, when there's dragon warning, I got stared in the eye by a big dragon. Watched 2 of my friends die. Friends, companions, whatever. People who I've actually fought with. And I liked both of them in different ways. So let's see.
Death is never easy to accept, especially when it arrives in such a brutal fashion. Honor your comrades if you wish, but know that we must press forward. Always we must press forward. The meeting is to the west.
There's the Grey Warden slogan, right?
As soon as you're able.
That's what they should have given us for the Grey Warden slogan. Always press forward. There's a good catchphrase for them. Okay. They're leaving. He told me where the meeting was, but I didn't pay attention, so now I don't know. I'm sure I can find out on my map. Ostagar, what's premium content? Soldier's Pass. Journey to Soldier's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that just may be too good to be true. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. After the joining, you have survived the joining and are now a Grey Warden. Yay, I'm a Grey Warden. I'm ready to join Duncan at the strategy meeting. Apparently the king wishes to meet with you again, for some reason. And hey, look at that. It's right there. After the joining. And here's the quartermaster again, but I don't need to talk to him because I already sold him all my stuff. Oh, and somebody already got rid of the bodies of my fallen comrades. So I can't even loot them. Oh well. There's Duncan again. Can I talk to Duncan before? Oh, no, I can't. I probably should have saved.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road?
I'm no man, Your Majesty.
I understand. Congratulations.
I'm an elf. Oh, I didn't have a choice, really.
I suppose none of us do. But every Grey Warden is needed.
Thanks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be
see, we're legendary.
We must attend to reality.
Follow me, King.
Fine.
I'm legendary.
Speak your strategy.
I'm a legend.
The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden
What?
to make sure it's done.
If it's not dangerous, I don't need Alistair, right? You mean I won't be fighting in the battle? Am I hopeful here or disappointed? I can't even tell from this. It could go either way, but I think Janelle actually wouldn't be sure. In fact, I would write that in the line if I was writing this out. As you mean I won't be fighting in the battle? Janelle asked. Not sure if she was hopeful or disappointed about that. So she's Grey Warden now. She's got this new Darkspawn fighting ability that she's not going to use. Oh god, can you imagine if they just ended the bite right here and all she did is walk up to a tower and light the beacon? All of that, Sir Jory's death, Davith's death, her whole thing would have all been for absolutely nothing. That would be hilarious. That's one way to end it if this was a short story. But it's not, so... Anyways, I'm going to say this.
Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I mean, yeah.
Your Majesty,
if we're the only ones who can fight it.
Are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi.
trust any lives to your spells, Mage.
Oh.
Save them for the Darkspawn.
Politics.
Enough.
Look at all the
This
politics.
plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious moment for us all.
Well, nothing sinister there. Okay, let's unpack that for a bit. That was some great bits of storytelling. Oh, hold
You
on.
and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Okay, so here we go. Let's unpack this a bit. The first time, actually up until now, I didn't realize just how dense that moment was, and how much good stuff is in there. The lighting the tower struck me as kind of a silly thing. You just run up there and light the beacon. But there is a point to it. So the reserve forces can't see the battlefield. From the Tower of Ishal, we can see the battlefield, so we look to see when Duncan's forces are engaging the Darkspawn. Sorry, I itches too. So we look to see when Duncan's forces are engaging the Darkspawn. Then we light the beacon. So it's a simple task, and 4 things about that is Loghain wanted to had his own men up there. So if he was going to betray his king, he was having people, especially, he wanted his own people up there. He mentioned this. I have some soldiers standing by. It's vital, so it's got to be people I trust. So he wanted his soldiers doing that, lighting the beacon, because they're not going to light it. Because he wanted to let Duncan and the king's men all be slaughtered by the Darkspawn, who he doesn't believe is a blight. Maybe he does believe it's a blight. So he's got the plan. You can see that from the shadow in the darkness earlier. He's got this plan already. He's going to betray us. Sorry for the spoilers, but that's... Can't talk about foreshadowing without talking about what it's foreshadowing. So this will have some spoilers in this run through. So I hope you don't mind. But that's why he wanted to have his own people there. The only reason we're going up there instead is because Merrick has his mind, just like Loghain said, is all befuddled by these legends of the Grey Wardens. It's like, this is a vital task, so I want the Grey Wardens to do it, because glory and honor and the storybooks. And I want, when the bards sing of my tale, I want them to mention the Grey Wardens. Lit the beacon to let me know when to charge. Or to let Logain's men know when to charge to come save my butt, who's being surrounded by Darkspawn at the moment. Okay. And then the mage came up. It's like, well, surely there's a better way of doing this than the beacon. It's like, there is, yes. So we've got politics going in here. So us going up there instead of Logain's men, that's politics. That's purely King Cailan saying, hey, I want to do it this way because I want to do it this way, even though it's not the best way to do it. The mage came up and said, yes, well, we could do that. We could just stand with them and send signals from the battlefield, which would be more sure and a better way of signaling, and it would be. But the Chantry head doesn't like mages, doesn't trust mages, and just because of her irrational hatred of mages, she shuts that plan down. And they listen to her instead of the mage. So she just stepped in and says, hey, no, we will not trust the lives of our soldiers to your spells. It's like, why are they there then if they're not there for that reason? But, so, and again, that plan gets shut down. It's a better plan, but it gets shut down again due to politics. So far we've got two plans shut down, not because they're bad plans, but because of the politics of who proposed them and what they're doing. If King Merrick had said, hey, we can have this mage, if he was enamored with mages instead of with Grey Wardens, then he would have gone with that plan, right? It had nothing to do with the logicalness of it. It's just pure politics. And stupid decisions for political reasons do happen. And in general, in a novel, I always try to avoid people acting really stupidly, but it does happen sometimes. And so I do put in sometimes, and you got to justify why it does. And in this case, it does, because this person hates mages, and therefore that's the reason why this particular dumb decision was made. Okay. So, okay. But catching back up to here. So he needs to be Grey holding the torch, just in case, right? So, yeah, he doesn't, but that's what was decided. I'm not going to tell Alistair to stop his whining in this case. I mean, he does whine a lot, but actually he doesn't. That was Sir Jory who whined a lot. Alistair's a little more gung-ho. A little more authoritarian than I like, but not really a whiner. I agree with him. We should be in the battle. I don't necessarily want to be in that battle. I mean, sure, I'm a Grey Warden, and maybe I'm better at fighting the Darkspawn than he is. I mean, not that he is, than other people are. But they've got a lot of Grey Wardens down there already. And, I'm not enamored of this whole risk of my life for the greater good thing. Do what I need to do, but why go? I'm not seeking glory. I don't care about glory among humans. I don't care what they think of me. They're not going to sing my praises, and even if they do, what does that give me? So, yeah, let's just ask, hey, let's just jump right to the practical. Where is this Tower of Vishal exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You need to cross the gorge
right.
and head through the gate.
I mentioned it.
To the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Okay. When do we light the beacon?
We'll signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Okay. What if Alistair dies? Maybe I should know what to look for too. No offense, Alistair, but it's always a good thing. Well, again, the tower is already held. It's not dangerous. It's just walk through all. What's the chance of any of us dying doing it? So no worries. We can do it. Okay. Both the Archdeacon appears. How much time do we have? Are we in any danger? How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Okay, so we should hurry. Okay, I know what. Okay, there's some. What if the Archdeacon appears? Hey.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
Okay.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm no hero. Okay, I know what to do. Can we join the battle? I don't want to join the battle. Okay, are we in any danger? Of course we are. There's a bunch of Darkspawn about to overrun the world. So I'm going to ask the only logical thing left, which is I know what I have to do. It's not a question.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Yes, sir. I'll light the torch like a Grey Warden does.
May he watch over us all.
Oh, bye, Duncan. I'm sure he'll be fine. Light the beacon at the top of the Calgary of Shal. Okay. Well, might as well head up there. Might as well figure out where it is. Curry Wilds. The other way, right? King's Highway. Tower of Shal. Oh, there's the Tower of Shal there. Okay. So I want to head directly behind where I am now. Is it this way? Nope, it's to the right. Nope. Looks like I'm going the right way because I got a cutscene. Bunch of men and women knowing they're soon gonna die. Some of them. I don't want to do this.
The plan will
but here we are.
Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
Oh, that's a lot of horde. Holy fuck. You can't back up. Oh, I think even the king had second thoughts there. And remember, our entire point here is to be bait. Oh, the puppies. Oh.
For Ferelden!
I do like at least they softened them up a bit before they charged in. Oh, well, so much for the Tower of Ishal. I hope that wasn't the Tower of Ishal.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
No, I guess it wasn't. Okay. Saving game. Oh, good. I'm glad I remembered. I can't talk to any of these people. Okay. Wow. Okay, sorry guys. You guys do all this stuff. I'm crossing the bridge. Oh, I was just about to say, well, that was easy. Alright, I'm across the bridge. I'm going to level up because I see the little plus signs next to me. Look at this. Let's go dexterity and a couple of points of cunning. 24, okay. And what was it? I need a stealthy item use, dual striking, Okay, I don't have any of these. I need improved combat training to get any of these, which I don't have yet. Finesse. Expert. So I need better combat training. And I don't see any of these. So I have to take one of these. Let's see which ones. Deadly Strike. Rogue swing a swift strike at a vulnerable area in the target, dealing normal damage or gaining a bonus armor. So that could be useful. Combat movement. It's a wider flanking angle. It's a passive ability. Improved tool. You know, I'm thinking this improved tools might be better. Let's see, what does this give me? Stealthy item use. Learn how to use items while sneaking. Stealthy enough to try sneaking during combat. And this is master that start gaining significant bonus on all stealth checks. So eventually I want that. Requires 22 cunning. And level 12. And I'm currently level, what, 4? Or something? Okay. I think I'm going to take this just in case I do run into a lock. This would be useful. Oh, I have 2. Okay. Let's give Deadly Strike, which gives me a activated, right? Yeah, this gives me another ability to use something to put in my slot number 4, which will make me something I can just use from time to time. Okay, well, one more special ability. It's always useful. And then I'm going to do the same for Alistair. Alistair, I'm going to give strength, maybe a little bit of dexterity, constitution, that's what I mean. Okay. Striking, entry, weapon, and shield. Okay, he needs 25 strength to get these, 32 strength to get that. Shield defense. Drops into defensive stats. I don't like any of these things. Okay, dual weapons. Threaten. Warrior adopts a challenge that increases enemy hostility with each melee attack, driving them away. Okay, I like that. Does it, upkeep 25? Okay. Warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing precise strike. So these are 2 different modes he can have. I think I'll give him his attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as increased chance to score critical hits. Yeah, let's do that. Do a little more damage that way. And as I recall, that's the thing I need to activate. Right? Shield pummel, shield bash are things, but let's drop this over here because that's an activated mode. Yeah, okay. There we go. Save and press onward.
Help me, they're everywhere. They've taken the tower. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Most of our men are dead.
Oh, that's not good.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Which was the plan anyways. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. I got 2 new people with me. Let's see if they need anything. Because I believe... Let's see, do we have... Let's see, look at all these things I've already gotten. Okay, so he's an archer. He's got the crossbow. Oh, hey. Oh, and he's got knockback arrows. That sounds useful. Oh, it requires 42 strength. I was thinking of giving that to, what's his face, but yeah, won't help. Smuggler's armor. Where did I get this from? Yeah, I'm gonna check out my armor. It's 4.98 plus 3 defense plus 2 armor. That's much better than what I have. I'm gonna switch. Ooh, it looks cool too. Okay, Smuggler's boots. 1.25. Lucky. I wonder what Lucky does. Plus 1. Let's find out what Lucky does. Okay. Oh, that's my mother's boots though. Yeah, okay. And I'm wearing, no, yeah, the wedding ring. Smuggler's bracelets. Light gloves, 0.83. Rapid aim improves backstab. Okay, this gives me a +5 critical backstab damage, and the other one gives me improves backstabs. And rapid aim, which is probably useful if I'm using a bow or something, which I'm not. but let's do that. What is... Oh, hey, I got this thing. Warden's Oath, +2 strength, +2 constitution. That might be useful to me, too. Okay. Let's give this other one with +2 strength and resistance and armor to one of our frontline fighters here. Can Alistair use it? He's got a Warden's Oath already. Tower Guard. Yeah, you want to use... Oh, he's got the crossbow, and he's a mage. So they can't really use it. Wow, that's pretty good. Mud Idol. Cold resistance, damage resistance. Wait. Cold resistance, cold damage. Okay. Heirloom necklace. Yeah. +1 armor at least. Can't hurt. Okay, can we give him better armor? He's got chainmail. Scale gloves. Is that better? 0.9. It looks like about the same as what he has. All the scale mail. Okay. I think that's good. We're in. Let's not waste time with that. We're heading up to the Tower of Vishal. And I'm going to lead. Because I'm a woman. As we mentioned earlier. Oh, hey. Darkspawn. Well, I guess not all the men are dead. Oops, they are now. Okay. Let's try our new, Deadly Strike. Oh, hey, that was pretty good. Say, ah, boy. Oh, what's this? Yeah, don't forget to loot the dead. Let's see. Oh, where do my friends go? Where'd everybody go? There they are. Okay. Is this where I want to go? Do I go up here? There's stuff up here. This is not the way to the tower. How do I get to the tower? Okay, there's the tower. Or as I put it, Janella ran up the scaffolding. All she could see is she's going up towards the tower. She got to the top of the scaffold, though, and realized this was not the right way. She looked around. The tower was standing right before her. All she had to do was look up. But more Darkspawn got in the way. Her new recruits fought valiantly. More of the tower guards were alive, it turned out. There was one, she could sense it, but couldn't tell where it was. Until she did. Yeah. Yeah, there's no need to describe every blow and every Darkspawn I killed, right? This is a big battle. She swung until her sword arm was tired. Darkspawn swung his mace, she stabbed it with her dagger, and moved on. Of the corner of her eye, she saw Alistair swing his sword and a Darkspawn's head go flying. She ran towards one, and an arrow took it before she could get to it. Things like that, you know, throw in a few facts. This big battle, no need to write the blow by blow, but a few little bits of details dropped in there is always good. And at long last, she had come to the doors of the Tower of Vishal. Both of her new companions were still with her, as well as Alistair. It's a miracle they survived this long. She walked up to the door and continued in the next chapter. So, yes, that was it for today. It is 12:30, so I'm going to end the stream here, and we are about to enter the Tower of Vishal, so this is also a very good stopping place. Thank you, everybody who joined us, of which there is currently one of you. Yay! It doesn't show me here who is actually viewing at the moment, but thank you for watching live. And everybody who's watching it on YouTube later, thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe. and check out all my other links. I've got various social media. They're all linked in the description. On YouTube and Twitter, and do most of my writerly talking stuff on Twitter. I also have a Facebook page, which is announcements of things I do, my sentence of the day, which I can explain that later if anybody's interested, and also various memes and essays and links to my blog, and I also have a blog on my website. So all of that is linked in the chat or in the profiles. And I'm going to sign off here.